Hi, this is Bob DeCesare from the Buffalo News. We'd like to start out by thanking Vince Puglia over at Briarwood Country Club, Rick Alberico at East Aurora, and Dave Thomas at Springville for their help in putting together these instructional videos. To prove that they can work, we took what we learned and went back out on the course.
My name is Vince Puglia. I'm the Director of Instruction at Briarwood Country Club. What we have here is a greenside bunker. As you can see, the bunker here is pretty severe with the lip in front of you. So the first thing you want to do is come in and assess what you have to do to clear this lip. Most golfers, when they come in, will fear of either striking the lip here or leaving the ball in the sand here. So the first thing you want to do is to set up to this shot is, one, imagine, and again, we can't do this in real play because you can't touch the sand, but we're going to do this in just illustration. This is going to be your ball line or your plane line. This is your foot line. And again, this is where our ball position would be if we were going to hit a normal shot. What you want to do in this shot is, one, when you set up to the ball, we're going to change our ball line or our plane line to a slightly open. That means this is going to be slightly at an angle. And to do that, you're going to change your foot line on the same angle. So now this would be normal, and now I'm going to be slightly open. When you make your stance or place your feet slightly open, you're going to have your weight a little more on your left side. And what this is going to do then is allow the club to be brought up a little more abruptly. So a little steeper, which is going to allow when the club comes down, to come down, allowing the bounce to strike the sand and allow the ball to be picked up with the sand and pushed out on the green. One of the biggest problems with this shot for most golfers is to swing or try to swing a lot slower. Okay? So again, what you're going to try and do is when you set up, this is square, you're going to be slightly open, and then all you're going to do is now swing on that new line, which is going to come out. And when you do that, the ball is going to pop up and over the lip. Okay, and one of the other keys also is to try to allow or never allow the hands to scoop or flip over. The club should always be leading. Okay, you should always allow the club face to go through and not flick it. And that's when you end up sticking it into the ground, and also when you scull it.
That's not bad right there.
That was a good one. That was better. Love it.
What we have here now is a fairway bunker shot. A couple things that are different from the greenside bunker, and let me show them to you. First of all, in the fairway bunker shot, when you set up to the ball, your feet are going to be in the sand a little bit, as we all do, so you want to choke down that much. So slightly choke down. Secondly, what you want to make sure you do is strike the ball first. To do that, we play the ball slightly back in our stance. And thirdly, what you want to do is you want to keep your lower body quiet. Your legs, when you go back, you keep them very still, and you want to make a big turn. Okay, so again, when you set up to the ball, we're going to play the ball slightly back in our stance. We're going to make a big turn, keeping our lower body quiet.
Not bad.
Hi, I'm Rick Alberico, golf professional at East Aurora Country Club. One of the fascinating elements of East Aurora Country Club are the hilly lies that you have to deal with during a round. In this particular shot, I have both an uphill lie going to the target and also a side hill where my feet are going to be below the ball. In this particular situation, balance is key. Anytime you fall off balance, you have that tendency to blade it or chunk it. So I'm going to quiet my lower body in this swing. I'm also going to take a little less loft because as I swing through the ball, I'm going to have to be swinging uphill with the terrain, which is going to add more loft on the golf club right away, so instead of taking an 8-iron per se, I might just take a 7-iron, quiet the swing down a little bit, and control the trajectory. With my feet below the ball, I'm going to have to choke up slightly with my golf club to compensate for the less distance to the ball. I'm going to have to swing a little flatter plane going into the ball, which will cause me to hit a little bit more of a draw. I'm going to take the right side of this shot completely out. I'm going to aim to the right edge of the green, and I'm going to allow the ball to draw to the left into the center of the green. That was loud.
Here we are in the 7th hole at Springville Country Club, and I've hit a 4 tee shot off to the right. We've got a pond up in front of the green that's about 250 yards to the pond. I'm in trouble on the right hand side over here, and I'm going to try and hit something low underneath this branch with a 4-iron, hopefully to make it go 175 or 180 yards, give me about a 100-yard shot left into the green. To try and hit it low, I'm going to do a couple things differently. I'm going to play the ball farther back in my stance with my 4-iron, and I'm going to make the shape of my swing go more from up to down. So the shape of my backswing is going to be more up, and my downswing is going to be more descending than normal. A normal swing, if I took it back lower, swing through, the ball is going to probably hit the tree in front of me, maybe even the second tree for sure. So I'm going to aim a little bit to the left, play the ball back in my stance, try and make the club head go from up to down, and that should produce a low fading shot. Hopefully I'll get 180 yards out of it.
Perfect.
This one's a force carry about 45 yards over water to a tight pin. A difficult shot for most amateurs and professionals. There's a couple things that are really important to me on this shot. I try to always choke down. That gives me the feeling that I always need to accelerate. The other thing I try to do is I try to make a smaller backswing, smaller forward swing. This shot's going to be about, with my 58-degree wedge, about halfway back, halfway through. That'll give me the feeling I always need to accelerate, which is one of the most critical elements in less than full shots.
As these videos show, most golfers are better off spending more time on the range with clubs in hand other than the driver. There are other shots, such as the ones we reviewed today, that can help you shave strokes off your game and make you a more consistent scorer.